Hello.
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 Yeah, hi Sudhanshu. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm very well.
Okay. So, how is your day going on? Means, are you studying or means? Tell me about
Uh,
yourself. Like how everything going on?
yeah, everything is not going pretty well.
Okay.
I'm only studying and applying for the jobs,
Okay.
and I'm not getting enough of calls right now.
Okay.
So let me just tell you one quick introduction about myself, like what happened with me since last couple of years.
Okay.
So I'm a 2020 pass out guy.
Okay.
I've done my engineering from mechanical. After that, in 2022, I joined Infosys. Uh,
Okay.
and it was actually I wasn't prepared for it. In a mass recruitment, I got placed over there without any knowledge of coding.
Okay.
And
You placed in 2022.
yeah, I passed out in 2022, but
Oh.
in 1 2 years, I was preparing for MBA,
Okay.
but it didn't happen.
Okay.
And after that,
So, was it a career gap or you were doing parallelly?
sorry,
Were you doing parallelly or it was a career gap?
no, it was a career gap only.
Okay, 2 years career gap.
Not exactly 1.5 year,
Okay.
but at the beginning of 2022, I got placed
Okay.
in Infosys, and after that, I was in Infosys for 1.3 years,
Okay.
and the sad thing is I was on a bench only. They didn't
1.3
allocate me.
years you were on bench.
Yeah, I was on bench.
Okay.
So after that, I took one decision. Like I thought to quit that company
Okay.
in March 2023,
Okay.
and I quit that company, and I simultaneously I opted for one exam called pre-cat. It's an admission exam
Okay.
for
It's for
CDAC course.
CDAC
CDAC
course.
course.
Achha, achha.
Yeah, and I got a good rank and got a good college for CDAC,
Okay. So what was your purpose
and
behind that?
to get a good coding knowledge. That's the only
Okay.
purpose. I was completely blank at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea like what to do in this field,
Okay.
so I thought to would do completely, and I got admission for a full stack course,
Okay.
and I
That
passed.
was for how much time period?
It was for 6 months only.
6 months. Okay.
Yeah, and in last year
So that time
September,
you left Infosys, right?
yeah, I completely left it
Mm-hmm.
for the course for doing full time course.
Yeah.
And after that, in September 2023, I got passed out, and from that time I've been applying only for the jobs
Mm-hmm.
and not getting any reply, getting very few interview calls, like hardly one or two. And
Okay.
CDEC also not giving us a placement, like they
Okay.
are telling a recession and all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the concern, like what should I do in this phase? Like I'm applying only,
Yeah.
hardly I'm getting few replies. So how
Okay.
should I proceed? Like I've worked on Java, microservices, Spring Boot, and I'm a backend. It's my core area,
Okay.
uh, and I know only basics of React, not completely.
Okay. Okay. That's
I've
fine.
done few projects also.
Yeah. So basically means how are you applying? Means do you are you putting that 1.3 years of experience in your resume?
Yeah, I'm putting it. I'm putting 1.3 of experience and this course, about this course also.
Okay. Okay. So means whenever any recruiter is calling you, so what they are asking, what all things they are asking?
They are asking me about this, what kind of course you have done, and what was your purpose.
Okay.
And after that, do they are asking me about the technologies, about tech stack, what knowledge of technologies knowledge you have,
Okay. Okay.
and they'll tell me like we'll get back to you soon. But after that, I didn't get any kind of reply.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So yeah, means current market scenario is like that only. So people are getting lesser calls. So it's a economy is like that as of now. So it will get improved. Okay. So parallel you prepare also by yourself, do some DSA questions and create some projects. Okay. Parallel you prepare and apply as well. So have you checked your resume? Like what is your resume score? So have you made it ATS compliant?
Yeah, it is. I've applied. It's in between 40 to 50, 50 to 55,
That should be at 85 plus actually.
55 plus.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
which website have you used to check the score of your resume?
The one like searching for ATS score, the one which tops the
So
like
what was
page.
the website? So you remember that website?
I actually don't remember,
Yeah,
but
actually,
the
we are using one website, resumeworded.com.
resume
Resumeworded.com. Okay. So if
word
you,
it.
yeah, Worded, WORDED. Okay,
Okay, word it.
resumeworded.com. So if
Okay,
you
okay,
go through this website, so they are making it ATS compliant. So top recruiters are there, now those who are working in big companies. So what algorithm are they are using to filtering the resume? So that algorithm actually it is being used over here. So they
okay,
have put up in such a beautiful way. Actually, there are a lot of things they are checking, like your tense, your pronunciation, your what all words, what all bullet points have you used. Okay, so its length is proper or not. Everything it will check. So can you put it in your in that website and check means how much score is coming in that website?
okay, okay. Should I do it right now?
Yeah, yeah, you
Okay.
can share the screen and you can show like what is the score and where and all you are applying. What are the steps you are taking to apply?
Right, I'm directly going through the like for 1 or 2 months back. I
Mhm.
used to store my resume individually to the company databases by just going to their sites
Mhm.
and
So that a lot of people are doing. So how are you differentiating yourself from them?
not like I've taken Naukri Premium also last month.
Okay. So is it helping?
Not really. Like they are texting me few recruitments
Okay.
personally,
Okay.
which they say that we directly get from the HRs of the company, and we are taking you
Okay.
to you. You are priority based,
Okay.
and I'm applying for that also, but not getting that much of response from the company as well.
Okay. So your first target is to keep on applying to lot of companies. Okay. So the
Okay.
first point you have to do is you have to go on LinkedIn. Okay. So in LinkedIn you
Okay.
have to optimize your bio part. So LinkedIn bio is there, no? So there you have to optimize what all things you are putting up because most of the recruiters are there on LinkedIn. And you
Okay.
can do on Naukri as well. You can create your video resume. Okay, you know
Okay.
about
Okay.
video resume, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, because you know, like videos are more catchy. People are able to see it from distant. Like this person has some knowledge. Instead of going to resume, they are more of the time they are directly seeing that video and they are checking it. They are calling it directly. So
Okay.
have you updated your resume in Naukri? So regularly you
Uh,
are regularly you are updating.
yeah. Resume I'm updating. I'm updating my profile actually, not the resume. Resume I updated like 4 to 5 days back.
Yeah, we should update resume also because they are checking resume as well, right? So
Okay.
put
Okay.
the
Is my
resume,
screen is
type
my
it.
screen visible to
No,
you?
not directly put that in Google. You search first. Uh, Go to google.com and then you write. Yeah,
Is it a free website or
yeah. Means in depth, if you do analysis, then it will take money. But apart from that, it is free. Means uploading 3 4 times, I think it is free.
okay?
You try to upload and see what is the score coming. It will show like where and all you are making mistakes.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Because there is a scanner and your resume when it goes through that scanner, no, if it doesn't pass that threshold score, so it will get rejected.
Okay.
I have created video also on YouTube on this, like what all things you have to see in this.
Yeah, I actually do follow your channel
Okay, okay,
very much. Like
okay.
the video, the experience you share. I almost checked every video, but I
So how
didn't
was
do
it? Means are you learning anything
very.
from that?
Yeah, very much. I'm learning. That's the only way. Like I'm not getting recruitment calls, but it's coming 59 out of 100.
Yeah. So here you can see brevity is fine. That means you are putting up everything in point. So have you put on metrics in your resume, like any numbers, how many teams you handled, similar to that, like how much amount of work you have done, like in a percentage. What was the impact of your
Because
work in the project? So any numbers have you
no,
put up?
Oh, well, let me just clear you one thing. Like, what was the problem with me? I haven't actually worked on any project. I was on bench on Infosys, so I
Okay,
don't have a real time experience of project.
okay.
So I'm putting one project like I'm convincing like I've done any in some sort of work on
Uh,
development related
yeah,
work.
try to create some real-time project by yourself as well. Okay, so you
Yeah,
can.
I've created those projects also.
Okay, okay. So it's like a. It looks like real-time, or means only CRUD operation you have done.
No, no, it's a real time. I used Spring Boot microservices database, so everything in that.
Okay, so what does that do? Means what was the project all about?
It was like a restaurant management system we
Okay.
have created, and in that we have listed the restaurants based
Hmm.
on the location, what they're sorting. We have used microservices like
Okay.
service and all that.
Have you used
But
design patterns in that?
no, 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 no design patterns.
Okay, so you can start applying some design pattern like builder or this creational singleton factory. You can apply one of them, and then you can tell them as well. "Ki, I have worked upon this design pattern." So, okay, because they are
Okay,
asking this solid design principles have you followed or not? This single which all design patterns have you implemented in your project? So yeah, there are three types of design pattern, right? Creational, structure, behavioral. So creational are there like singleton, builder, and factory. These three are important. And in
okay,
behavioral part, you can make use of strategy design pattern and gang of four design patterns. So you can go through this and try to implement it in your project. Okay, because
okay,
these are there people are asking means what all things have you written, how you have implemented factory design pattern in your project. So if they ask these kind of questions, then how will you tackle that? So you should be mentally prepared beforehand. If they are asking this, you should be ready with your answer. So if
okay,
that point of time you are giving dummy answers like a vehicle or engine related to that, so
okay,
people
okay.
think like you have not done real time. Okay,
Real time work. And
so
yeah.
try to implement those design patterns. Try to implement solid design principles in that.
Okay, actually, I don't have enough of knowledge of design patterns right now. So could you please suggest me any courses for that?
Okay,
Do you
okay.
have or
So
anything?
yeah, I will share with you. Just go through the basics of first, basics of design principles. So first of all, go to solid design
Okay,
principle. This is the main question every interviewer will ask you most of the time. Okay, and then you
okay,
go through singleton design pattern. Okay, so I have also created one video on singleton design pattern. That also you can go through. So how can you
okay,
make a break free singleton design pattern? Okay, one is singleton design pattern. There are few steps of making it singleton design pattern. So there are three ways to break that. Okay, and after breaking, how can you rectify that issues? You know, right?
okay, okay.
How to break the singleton design pattern. You know the steps and all, because these are
Yeah,
very important.
mm,
Okay,
yeah, I know the steps.
and in multi-threaded environment, how are you making use of singleton design pattern? How are you making use of double check locking concepts? Okay,
Okay, I'm not
and
aware of that.
yeah, so there is a volatile keyword we are using in the reference variable in a singleton. So what is the importance of volatile keyword in singleton design pattern? So these
Okay,
questions they are asking. And what are real-time applications in your project where you are using singleton design principles? So that also they can ask you. Means basically when you are doing DB operation, so multiple DB operation is a costly process, right? So to reduce multiple DB operation, we can make it singleton type. So these all things you can learn and you can implement it in your project. So that will be better. Okay,
okay, okay,
and
fine.
go through strategy and template design patterns. These are coming under behavioral part. Okay, so
Strategy and template. Okay,
yeah. So these things they can ask you like you are knowing creational, they will ask you like, do you know about behavioral design pattern, any design pattern you know apart from creational? So that knowledge you should have so that you can answer them. Okay,
okay.
and in multi-threading also they are asking a lot. So have you implemented multi-threading in your project like futures, completable futures, or async, these kind of things?
No, not multi-threading. In my
Yeah, try to make two microservices communicate with each other. Okay,
Okay,
using
yeah,
Kafka.
I've done that. Kafka, I'm not using Kafka. Using REST template, I've communicated.
This is the synchronous way of communication. So try to
Synchronous.
implement asynchronous way as well because they will ask
Okay,
you mostly on Kafka they can ask. So synchronous part they are not asking much because in projects people are not using that REST template much most of the time. People are using
okay,
asynchronous way like RabbitMQ, Kafka. They are using that. So try to implement it in your project. Like you can, you will be able to see a lot of videos on YouTube like how to implement. You can go through Durgesh sir's video. So
okay,
Durgesh sir, yeah. So he has explained like 1 hour 50 minutes video is there on Kafka. He has done the real time flow, like how Kafka producer produces, how there is a listener, how it listens. So real time it will show you how it is working. So try to go through that video and try to implement it in your project. So you can tell them like I have worked upon Kafka as well. So
Okay.
then they will ask you a few things on Kafka, important things like consumer groups, what is partition, how message is getting stored in Kafka, how data is getting transferred. So these things
Okay.
they can ask you. And if there are a lot of instances of your Kafka and one of your instance, only one instances are used, rest are not being used. So how what will you do in that scenario? So scaling is very important. Scaling up, scaling down, horizontal scaling, vertical scaling, and sharding. Okay, so in DB there is sharding concept. So these things they are asking actually in interviews.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
you have to go through this and collections. You are aware of, right?
Yes.
All
Yes. I'm
Java
very.
8 features.
Yes. Sir.
Okay, Java 17 features.
Yes.
So they are asking those things as well.
Okay, 70. What do you exactly mean by Java 17 speeches? Like,
There are like record and seal is there. There is a Jakarta persistence API.
G-
So
yeah.
those things you are aware of, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And collections, they are asking mostly on streams concept and optional class concept. So
Streams.
there are a lot of next my next video is very important. So it is going to come in a day after tomorrow. It is on streams. One question it was asked to me in one of the interview. So they were
Okay.
like a student and they were subject. So one student can have multiple subject. Okay,
Okay.
so for one of the subject, for example, I'm taking maths. Okay, so I want
Okay.
to filter out the student who has taken maths first, and then I want to know what is the maximum marks obtained. Which student has got the maximum marks? So this
Okay.
question was asked to me to implement using streams. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so so try to
Okay.
implement it
Cool.
by yourself because day after tomorrow it will already come. It is already scheduled, so it will come.
Yeah.
So it is very
Definitely.
good question actually. So practice more and more question on streams. Okay. You have practiced a
Okay.
lot, right? Because this is very common question they can ask, and they will
Yes.
ask.
Yes.
Yeah, they will ask real time questions. Okay. So they will
Okay.
tell like employee and department is there. I want to fetch the employees from HR department. So
Yes.
this type of
Definitely.
question you should practice. It will ask you.
Yes.
Okay. So have you uploaded your resume in resume about it website?
Yeah. I've uploaded. Yes.
Okay. In impact, what is coming? Your resume lacks hard numbers and accomplishments. Okay, so you have not put certain numbers. So you have made a project by yourself also, right? So you can put it.
Yes.
You can put it there. You can put some numbers, some metrics in your resume, like what was the impact of your resume? What was the impact of your project? Okay,
Okay.
so how many components are there in your project? Okay, what is the major problem your project is solving? So try to put some numbers into it. Okay,
Okay. Yes.
and then there are weak action verbs. So there are certain things called as continuous tenses we should not use much. Personal pronouns we should not use much, like I, we. Okay, so these are
Okay.
personal pronouns, so we should not use much. Okay, so go to style once.
Okay.
Yeah, some buzzwords or cliche they are using. Inconsistent dates. Okay, some dates are not in proper format. So it should be in one format. Okay, whole resume should have one format for date. So if you are using like 12 slash Feb slash 2022, so maintain that format across all your resume. Okay, so
Okay.
don't change the format. So have you changed that?
No, I haven't changed. I think the date might be the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't make it two column. Try to make it one column resume.
One column. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
I will
I
share
get it.
you my resume. You can just copy that and you can change that. Okay, so you will
Okay.
you can increase your resume score. Okay, so let me see where it is. One second, I'm searching my
Yeah.
resume.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
think in Google Meet the option is not coming to share the resume. So do you have a LinkedIn profile? I can send you in LinkedIn.
Yeah, I have Sudhanshu Kulkarni.
Okay, can you send me hi?
Okay. The second one, right?
Okay, have you taken premium or?
Not LinkedIn Premier. I've already taken Naukri Premium, so
Yeah, okay, okay, got it. I've sent it. Have you received it?
yes, yes.
Try to create one column. Okay, try don't create multiple column because it is not much ATS compliant.
Okay,
And send me your resume as well. I will tell you like exactly where and all you need to make change, so that it will be
okay.
helpful for you. So have you given any interview? In
Uh, yeah, I've given, but what's happening? Like, I'm getting fraud calls. They are asking me money at the end of the process.
okay, okay. So
So
why
they,
you asking money? It's fraud only 100%. So are
yeah,
they
they
asking legal questions or was it very simple questions?
not legal. Like the process is like they are doing it very quickly.
Huh.
Like in 1.5 hour, they are conducting like 2 3 rounds. Like next round, and at the end, the HR like she was asking me a few questions related to family and all,
Huh.
and at the end she said me like you got selected, and for the security reasons we are taking some amount. Like you
Okay.
have to deposit 40,000 rupees right now.
40,000.
Yeah, it's the security amount. So I
It's
at this
all fake. Don't give money because you are working. No, you are giving your time. So why will you give money for that?
that's the case. Like they were like we are providing you some resources and we are giving you
Resources
training and all.
companies are providing for free. They are getting the revenue.
It's-
Clients are giving them
that's
money.
the case.
So why should you give them to company?
Yeah, I was in part of an like company before, so I got to know that things at that time only.
Hmm.
So I didn't give.
Ah,
So,
people are giving. If one or two people are
so
giving, they are earning a lot of money. We should be aware
that's
of
the
that.
case. Like they were conducting the same drive for 7 days,
Seven
and they
days.
were, yeah, they were very flexible about their schedule. I told, like I shifted to my native place, so
Ah,
I can't come to your interview on the same date.
ah,
So she told me that no, it's not an issue. You can come anytime.
okay.
We'll welcome you, and we can take your interview. So I at that time I thought that which company asked for that.
Ah, that is the issue. No, every time like a vacancy will not be there. There is a time period for that. So if they are telling
Yes,
anytime you
exactly.
can come, that means some issue is there.
So 100% fraud. That's the case. So and one more thing is like I'm putting 1.3 years of experience right now, but one of my, like, so many my friends, they are actually working in IT field only and having a good amount of experience. They told me that you should gain some experience, like you will not get you are not getting that much of calls because of that only, like you have very less experience.
Yeah,
So
because minimum 2 years should be there, so it will be considered as experience. Otherwise, it will be
yeah,
considered as
that
fresher only.
might be another reason also. So they're telling, like, and from last few days I was thinking to get some fake experience as well. So
Okay,
what
okay.
do you think of it? Should I take?
Fake experience means if a company is giving you, if you are working in a startup, then it's fine. Otherwise, if from outside you are taking, so they have to give lot of things, PF and all, some salary slips, last 3 months salary slip is there.
Yeah, I exactly wanted to ask you one question also. Like, if I get placed in one company, and what salary slip they will ask me? Like, they will ask me about the Infosys. Like, I'm going to put an experience before Infosys, like from 2021 to 2022, like one for 1 year of that span.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking to put that much of experience. So if I get placed, so which salary slip they will ask me about the last working organization or all the organization I work with?
It depends from company to company. So most of the time, which I have seen, they are asking whether you are having PF account for all of your companies or not. They are asking for PF account details, and for salary slip, they are asking last 3 months salary slip only. They are not asking. People are not asking all company salary slip. It's not required. Last 3 months salary slips.
Yeah, PF account is I have the Infosys. So the companies are also ready to give me the salary slip as well, the fake salary slip.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Infosys, you have resigned or they have put you out. So what was the
No, they haven't put me out. I was on the bench completely, so I took that decision personally.
that mistake you did? No, at least you should have
Yeah,
completed 2 years minimum.
yeah,
So
exactly. I got to realize I'm
project you can do it by yourself, but the experience is very important. No?
very important. Yes, yes, you're right. At that time, I was like completely blank, and so I took that decision. I'm regretting that a lot.
It's okay. So have you talked with Infosys HR like if they can consider again?
Yeah, no, that HR also resigned last
HR
year.
that HR also resigned. Okay.
Oh yeah, resigned.
Yeah, that was that's why guidance and counseling is very important. Like what decision I'm taking, it's correct or not for my future,
Yes,
because
absolutely.
the economy is changing. No, so it will take some time to recover. So that we have to face what all challenges going to
Yes,
happen.
exactly, exactly. So I was actually thinking to do that. So what what's your call on that? Should I do it, like, to take 1 year of experience and make it around about 2.5?
If you are doing it from outside, it will be a little risky. So if you are going to a good company, no, so they will be doing background verification check. Okay,
Okay,
so they can do background verification check for all the organization. Okay, so let's suppose you have taken a fake experience for one of the organization. Okay, so at that point of time, after 4 years, 5 years, let's suppose you have got into a very good product based company and they are doing background verification. That point of time, you can get into trouble. Let's suppose those people who have given you those fake experience, they are not there currently. So
yeah,
what
exactly.
will you do in that scenario? They will ask you only, right? You have worked in this organization, you have got experience, then where those people are there. So during
Yeah,
background verification, it will be little bit risky. So it can create impact on your future as well.
okay,
So it will be better if you can join one startup, one small startup. If they are not giving you any money also, then
okay,
also you can join. Okay, for first 6 months. Okay, so that you can get at least 2 years. You should complete. After getting 2 years of experience, then you will not be considered as fresher. Then you will start getting more opportunities.
okay,
So I have also taken fake experience but from the existing organization. Okay, so I was working in one startup. So
okay,
there, after 1.5 years, they were telling like a few clients have gone, so they are firing few people. So like
okay.
30-40% people were fired during that time. So I talked with that HR, like I am having only 1.5 years experience, so it is not 2 years, so I will not get much job opportunity outside. So if possible, can you provide me 2 years of experience? Like that I told to her. So she told like no, it's not good like that. But later I convinced her and she told okay, it's fine. So she has given 2 years. Means the initial starting date was backdated 6 months back. So that
Okay,
6 months back it was my starting date.
okay.
Okay, so like that 2 years I got.
Yeah, you
So
have got
yeah.
experience.
So if you were in one startup, if you can get one startup, it's fine. Okay, you can job hunt for all type, like I mentioned, startup all. But if you get startup also, no, with very less pay, that also it's fine. Okay, because
Okay,
yeah, if I tell my story, I'm 2015 pass out. Okay, so
okay,
I was preparing for gate. So it took me 1 year. After that I did mtech. Then I got to know like, no, it's not for me. Then I had got into one of the company, okay, on campus placement I got, but that company called me after 1.5 years. So that
okay,
time actually I was doing mtech. So that time I thought I should join that. So after
okay.
joining that, then I got to know like, during training process they have fired like almost all people. So
Oh,
the difficulty level was very high, so it was like
yeah.
difficult to clear that. Then
Okay,
again I went to J Spider Training Institute. Then I gone through all those 7 months. I've gone through all the trainings. Then from
okay,
there I went into startups. So there actually I was getting initially only 5,000. 8,000
okay,
was there and 3,000 security deposit got cut, and I was getting only 5,000 for 6 months. After that it was 10,000. So I joined.
okay,
I worked in that time as well. So it was, I was having around 1.5 years gap in between.
okay,
So I thought like I need to start somewhere, because if I'm
okay.
not getting any MNC, I will sit. Then I am getting, career gap is increasing. So that will create problem for me as well in the future. So I thought, okay, whatever I'm getting, I should join first. I should get experience. If it's
Yes, yes,
for no money also, then also it's fine. So after
yeah.
getting, then suddenly I got into CGI. So it was like 200% jump first year. So after
Okay,
that, it is going smooth. So initial
great.
stage is very important. So that
Very
phase you
important.
will have to clear. After that, it
Okay,
becomes easy. So try to. My suggestion will be going towards fake experiences. Keep it at last. If nothing is working out, then you focus on that.
yeah,
Otherwise,
actually, the thing is, I got passed in September, so it's been say 8 to 9 months. Like I've been only searching only, and I
okay.
I think that I tried all the options I have,
So
and
are you
that's the
doing cold DM? Are you doing DM to recruiters in LinkedIn?
yeah,
In
DM I've been doing, but I'm not getting that much of reply.
okay. So you haven't got into call from any startups and all. You have applied there.
Startups, no calls.
Okay. So try searching out for unicorn startups. Okay.
Unicorn startups.
Uh, so those startups you can directly ping to their recruiters.
Okay,
So if you reach out to like 10, 20 people, so every day if you try to reach out to 10 people, then a few of them will give you reply. So cold DM you can do, or
okay,
else you can try to create brand on LinkedIn. Okay, try to make some post regarding to whatever things you are learning on day-to-day basis. So from there, actually recruiters will see what all things you are doing. So you can upload your projects on GitHub. You can attach it in your LinkedIn bio. Okay.
yeah.
So have you optimized your LinkedIn profile?
Sorry.
Have you optimized your LinkedIn profile?
Yes, yes. I've kept it updated only. Like my projects and all these things are there. So,
Okay, okay, great. So yeah, so you have to keep on reaching out to people and you have to keep on applying as well. Okay,
okay,
so Naukri premium version you have taken, that's fine. You will be getting some calls, but still I will tell you, focus upon your brand creation. Okay, try
okay,
to work upon multiple projects with multiple technologies included, like Kafka, design patterns, those things, and put it
okay,
in your resume. Like I worked upon design patterns, multi-threading. I tell you, no. So go through the description of the job, see the keywords, what keyword they
yeah,
are expecting, put it in your resume. Those keyword they are expecting. So in resume, what it actually they are specifying, like you can put your job description of the company, okay, and then
okay,
you can put your resume. They will check like is your resume is compliant with that particular job's description or not. So that
okay,
feature is also there in this. Okay.
fine, fine. Yes,
So
yes.
let me share my screen once.
One second.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So here, if I go to impact, there are three things: quantifying impact, repetition, weak verbs. Okay, and these 7 to 8 things are important. So
Okay,
here you can see if I'm going to fix. it will show 12% bullet points quantified. You should add more hard numbers into your resume. Okay.
Okay. Like,
So
how should I come to know about the numbers? Like, I haven't done any calculation
yeah,
about
it's
numbers.
showing example here, like in charge of creating new process and improve communication between departments. So it doesn't contain any numbers, like how many departments, okay, how much percent impact have you done after
Okay.
your work has been published. So here if you see, managed a process re-engineering project to improve and consolidate end-to-end service process. So it is telling restructured communication flow among 10 departments. So how many departments? It's quantifying. Okay. So here you can see in every
Okay.
line it is telling you. Here you can see it is words are not
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So I'm trying to give numbers. Yeah. So I'm giving you example. So this is the thing, implemented RESTful API. So if I am generating, so these are the suggestions based upon what you have written. It's like AI kind of thing. Okay. So whatever things it's written over here,
Okay.
based upon that it will generate with proper metrics. So which one is
Okay.
you are think it's okay for your project? You can select any one of them. So you tell me which one is
Okay.
fine for you. I will tell you. I will give you that. You can just paste it in your resume. Okay.
I think the third one is fine.
Third one is fine. Okay. I'm sharing with you.
Yes.
Okay. And just write it like first point. Or so this was the second point, right? So you can just number it. Like
Yes.
second point needs to be replaced with this line. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then this one. This is the first point. I'm giving you all the lines. Okay. It's AI generated lines.
Okay.
So this one is what I worked on Java backend project that demonstrated strong programming skills. Okay. So here it is replaced with created an efficient Java backend framework that enhances data accuracy by 25%. Okay. So
And my concern is how should like if they ask you like reviewing while reviewing my resume,
uh,
what if they ask you how do you come to know the conclusion, like how the data accuracy increased by 25% and all.
yeah.
How should I
So
answer?
yeah. So have you worked upon any kind of project, internal or anything, by
Yes.
yourself or within your company? So you
Yes.
can
Yes.
tell like you have done a normal way of writing the code. Okay, so it was a
Okay.
little bit slower, but I have modified it by using certain data structures, and you have implemented certain design patterns, and after doing that I am seeing the faster response. So you might be using
Okay.
Postman, right,
Okay. Okay.
while
Yeah.
getting the response. So there you can see the response time will be showing over there. Okay. So
Yes.
you
Yes.
can
Yeah.
take the screenshot of that. The means before implementing any other design patterns or any data structure, try to see the response time, and then you
Okay.
implement those design patterns and data structure, and then see the response time. We will see the difference. So
Okay.
that way you can tell the interviewer like there is a difference in response time, and this difference is due to this, and
Okay.
this was the difference percentage. Okay.
Okay.
So
Fine.
like
Yeah.
this, if you can tell, they will be understood.
Okay.
So I'm sending you this one. This is the first point.
Okay.
Just note it down like this is the second point. This is the first point. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Collaborate it. I'm giving you the third one, so you can remove the last one also. If you're thinking like so much percentages are coming, so you
Mm.
can replace it with numbers as well. Instead of percent,
Okay.
you can add like three people I have worked upon to improve the quality, improve the quality of the project. So like that also you can tell. You can
Okay.
mix match. So percentage also you can add and numbers also you can add. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
So I'm giving you the reference so that you will understand. Okay.
Yeah. I'll do that. Not an issue.
So
Okay.
for
Okay.
project, I'm going 4 and 3. 8 points are there, right? So you have not put any kind of metrics. No, that's why the points are going down.
Okay, okay, fine. I'll work on it.
I'm giving you all the bullet points. Okay.
Okay.
So, but with this, you will get to know like how we should frame the sentence. Okay.
Okay.
This is the project first point, okay, which I've sent you just now. Next is utilize Spring Boot and React JS for seamless user experience. So you are not quantifying it like what was the impact of utilizing Spring Boot application. So
Yes, yes, yes.
here it's the 30% reduction in error rates. Okay, server response time is increased by 35%. So these metrics you have to
Yes,
add.
second.
Okay, so this is the second point. And try to frame proper sentences. Okay, it's like direct you are writing.
Yeah, no, yes, yes. I'm framing it properly.
Optimized, yeah. You have to make use of these keywords, optimized data handling.
Okay.
This is with respect to map struct. Okay, so I've
Yes,
said.
yes.
So coming to e-commerce website. So one, if you are putting normal, that is fine. The rest three are having metrics, it will work fine. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a second project.
Like for 2 to 3 years of experience, what sort of like questions I can expect from that interview?
In Spring Boot or Java, you are asking from which part you are
Uh,
asking?
like from you can we can start with Java also.
Okay.
Java Spring Boot.
So in Java, if we start about memory model, they can ask about JVM. Okay, what's the architecture of JVM? Okay, they can
Okay.
ask you about the class loader. Okay, they can
Okay.
ask you like if you are creating new string object. So where and all the data is getting stored. How many object will be created in the heap memory? Okay, so
Okay.
they will ask you some oops related question, like a relationship based question, like has a relation, is a relation, uses a relation. So these three types of relationships are there. What is aggregation, composition, those things they can ask you. And with respect to inheritance, they can ask you like why multiple inheritances not work upon, what why we came up with default and static methods and interfaces. Okay, what was the
Okay.
importance for that? Then solid principles, it's common only. Then questions on streams will be common. Like if you're having two
Yeah.
years, 4 years, 7 years, 8 years, it will ask you. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
So then threads they will ask you. Executor framework will not, they will not ask you much, but normal multi-threading concept they can ask you. Like if you want to print 1 to 100, but I want to print it with the help of 3 threads or 2 threads, like
Okay. Okay.
alternatively. So how can you print that? So like that type of question they can ask. And output based question they can ask. Like if this is the program, then what will be the output of this? Like will
Okay.
there be
So.
a while time error or runtime error or this is the output? So those kind of
Okay.
questions in
Okay.
mostly focus. Coming to Spring Boot, they will ask you annotation based questions.
But
Like
what about collections?
yeah, collection they will ask like list. So first of all, they will ask you internal implementation of hash set hash map. Okay,
Okay.
so hash set internally implements hash map only. So how
Okay.
both are interlinked with each other? How hash set value which you are adding, it is getting set as a key in hash map. Okay, so how data is mapped and internal implementation of hash map. So there are a lot of things.
Yes.
Hash collision is there, rehashing is there. They can ask you on that. So don't get confused. There is one word called consistent hashing, and there is certain thing called as rehashing. Okay, so it's a
Yes.
little bit different. Consistent hashing with respect to load balancer in microservices. Okay, to
Yeah.
reduce the duplicates. That is a different concept. Don't mix it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
it sometimes it creates confusion. So they can
Okay.
directly ask you this after hash map question. So that should be clear. And then again, what all things?
You hash collision and rehashing, no?
Yeah, hash
You
collision,
told me.
rehashing, and consistent hashing. Okay.
Processing machine. Okay.
So, and in that you can you can try to write some programs using list set. Okay, how to convert one collection into another collection, and on map they
Okay.
can ask a lot of questions. So I can ask you like, I want to know what is the count of this particular character in the string. Okay,
Yes.
count of
Yes.
occurrences of the string. Then
Yes.
if I want to know like second highest occurrence, so you should
Okay.
know the use of limit. There is a limit method in string.
Limit method in
So in that
strings.
actually we can say like, if I want to know the second highest or third highest, so there we can make use of limit method. So that
Yes.
they are asking maximum, average, comparing with the help of age comparator, name comparator. Okay, those things
Okay.
are important. And sorting of hash map by value. Okay, so that is very important.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much these things only they will ask in collections.
Okay.
And apart from that,
Spring.
yeah, memory management I can ask you, like garbage collection, how it is happening internally. That young gen, old gen is there no generation based.
Yeah.
So
Generation. Yeah.
in Java 8,
Spring.
there is some changes came with respect to memory. Like perm gen has been replaced with meta space. So
One.
due to that, out
Spring
of
gem.
there is no.
Something like.
Huh. So memory
Yeah.
related garbage collection they will ask you, and
Okay.
they will ask you with respect to exception as well. How will you create your own custom exception and how will you use it in your
Okay.
code? And how
Okay.
many ways of handling exception? There are multiple
Okay.
ways like throws, you can use throw versus throws, and
Those. Yes.
try catch finally combinations. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so these things. And how can you resolve out of memory issues, memory leakage issues? How can you resolve that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that question it's asking pretty much. So I've created video also on that. I have created.
Yeah. I saw that today only. The
Yeah,
database you're selling about. The
yeah,
database it is using.
yeah. So we have to
Private
use, yeah,
resources.
private resources we have to use. We don't have to make use of static keyword with collections. So those things
Yeah.
we have to make sure of. So that is very
Okay.
important question. And one more like class not found exception versus no class def found error. This is very important questions. Okay.
Class not found versus
No class def found error.
no class founded.
No class def found error. No class definition found error, but error
Okay.
comes with the help name of no class def found error.
Okay. Okay. Fine. I wasn't aware of it.
Huh.
Look.
So this question they are asking to junior as well as seniors.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine.
So I've sent you one more. It was with respect to e-commerce website. Okay. So I've added
Okay.
metrics in that.
Thank you.
And
So
what
what
all
about
design patterns have you implemented in microservice? They can ask that, like circuit breaker design pattern, Saga design pattern.
okay.
So, what is distributed transaction in microservice? They can ask you in that. What are the disadvantages of distributed transaction because of which Saga design pattern came into picture? Okay, why Saga pattern came? Because distributed
Distributed
transaction,
design
yeah, distributed transaction was having issue of rollback. So there were like multiple events happen parallelly, right? Food processing, then payment, then notification, then delivery boy delivers. So let's suppose some issue came with delivery boy, no delivery boy was there. Then entire transaction should get rolled back. So
okay.
that was the problem with normal distributed transactions. So Saga design pattern solves that problem.
Okay. Okay.
So what's the difference between choreography and orchestration design pattern? So these things they will ask. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay. Okay.
based on that, yeah, Spring Boot like normal. What's the difference between Spring and Spring Boot? So these things
Okay.
they will ask. What is the composite key? I've made video on that also in one of the video, like key
Yeah.
primary key versus composite key.
Composite key.
How will you create your own
Unique
composite
kiosk.
in entity? How can you combine multiple primary key and create an ID class for that in your entity layer? So those things they can ask you. These are a little bit
Okay.
tricky type of question. Then transient, JSON ignored. These things are common actually. They will ask.
Okay.
Serialization. What is marker interface? Then with respect to functional interface, they can ask you like what are inbuilt functional interface like predicate, consumer, supplier, those
Supply. Yeah.
things. Yeah, these things it will cover pretty much.
Okay.
And one more, I'm sending you the last one, student management system.
Okay. only done CRUD operations only in only that project. So should I put it here over there, or
Yeah, yeah, you can add that.
what should I do?
Uh,
Well, it's very basic project. Nothing's more than CRUD
yeah,
operations.
that thing you know, the other person doesn't know, right? So you can exaggerate a little bit.
You know, if they ask me to explain,
Huh? You can explain everything.
I will be only able to explain those things only.
You can explain that thing. Along with that, you can add concepts on that. You can make use of Kafka in that. Okay, a little bit enhancement, not much. Okay, how you are
Okay, okay,
transferring data, producer, consumer, those things you can explain. So discussion will go in that way actually. So you have to move the
okay,
discussion so that interviewers should not get stuck into that part. Like you know product
okay,
design, so they should not think like only this thing you have done. So you should drive the communication from that part towards
okay.
the place where you have the knowledge. Okay,
Yes,
so you
yes,
have to
yes,
streamline
absolutely.
the process. So you have
Okay,
to move the interviewer's mindset towards where your actual knowledge is. That is the way of
okay.
communicating actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So it should not make them feel like you have done little less. You have always have to show up exaggerating like yeah, I have done lot of things. So they will not
Okay,
ask a lot of things, but tell those keywords only which you are knowing. Okay, don't tell
okay,
those
okay.
things which you don't know. So they can cross
Mhm.
question you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So maybe few things are there which you know but you haven't implemented, but you can tell like these things I have done. It's in development is under progress. It is implementation is going on. So like that also
Okay,
you can tell. I am currently working on this project in my current
okay,
company. It is under progress. So these things we are planning to implement after discussion with technical architect team. So that
yeah,
way if you can tell no, so they can understand it better. Yeah, work is going
okay,
on.
fine, fine.
Okay. So this thing is done. Then apart from that repetition. So there are few repetitive keywords are there. If you see developed, 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 three times it's repeated. So if you see suggestions over here, you can make use of these keywords. Okay,
Okay,
I am giving you some. You can make use of this and you can just change it. So don't repeat the same keywords again and again. Okay, you can
okay, fine.
make use of this. Any three you can replace it. So whichever you think you can use it,
Okay,
replace it.
yeah,
You can write it down like developed should be replaced with one of these.
okay,
Okay. And there is no other repetition, only one word repetition is there. It's fine. Then weak verbs. So here you can see worked on. So utilized. These are weak verbs. Okay.
okay,
So and it is repeating also. Utilized repeating two times. So instead of utilized, you can make use of conceptualized or implemented or analyzed. These keywords you can make use of. Okay. So I'm sending it. Okay. You are getting right. What is the problem
yes,
with the resume? These are
yeah,
small,
that's
small
probably
things,
rising.
but it actually ATS compliance algorithm it blocks this.
Yeah, I tried couple of times, but it wasn't giving me that much of score. So I thought they, because they are doing this like so that we couldn't buy their website or by doing premium membership. So
Huh.
that's the only reason they are scoring low,
Yes,
giving
yes.
us ATS score. So
Huh.
I thought, um, so I
You
left
should
it.
know the in-depth thing like why the score is low. Okay.
Okay,
So first of all, I have sent you the resume, right? So try to create in one column format. Don't put it in multiple column, two or three columns. So
okay,
that also fails ATS algorithm to pass. Okay,
okay,
try to put it in
okay,
one column. The way I've created it's like 95 plus. Okay, my resume score. So that you
okay,
can copy and you can add the data. Then your score will automatically increase. Okay.
okay, okay, fine.
Then style some buzzwords you have used. So here you can see problem solving, improving problem solving. See, two present continuous verbs should not be used simultaneously. So improving problem solving and teamwork abilities. So
Okay,
improved teamwork ability like that. So have worked with a team
improving.
to solve a dedicated problem like that you can tell.
Okay,
So I'm giving magic right. Let's see what it is generating for me. this one looks good. Overall system performance increased by 35%. So you can remove this metrics. You can add this 3 months. This metrics. Okay,
Okay, fine.
1% you can remove and add this 3 months. It will be combination.
Oh,
So I'm sending you this one as well. Okay,
okay,
you
fine.
just note it down like where you need to keep it. This line you just note it down. For this line you have to replace with that particular line which I sent you just now.
Okay,
So this one is also fine. And dates. There is date inconsistencies there. Uh, where date? Yeah, July, March, August. Okay. Try to put the dates at one format. Okay, at one place. See here, date is at left side. Here you have put it on left side. See here you have put JAN. It's a short form, and here you
okay,
are putting all long form. March, August, July, April, and here you are putting Jan as short form. Okay, so either
okay,
you put all long forms or all short forms. Don't
okay,
combine it.
okay, fine.
So here you can see suggestions like March 2023 to August. Okay, so you have to make use of full word
Okay,
like this. Okay. So here I'm giving you. So here also it is telling abbreviated months and years Jan 2022. So here it is telling your mistake. So it should not be Jan, it should be January 2022. And try to put it in right side. I've sent you the resume format. So put all
okay,
dates on right side. It will be good. Any
okay,
recruiter will get you. Because I am searching the dates. Okay, it is taking time to search. Okay, what was
okay,
the time you have spent in your IT career? So I need to search it out. I was not getting initially. So it should be visible to a recruiter because recruiters are not having much time to analyze your resume. They will see
okay.
in 20 seconds, they will just go through it. If they find it
Hmm.
useful things, they will take, otherwise, they will reject. So these things are there.
Yeah, exactly. I'll
And,
go through that as
yeah, some font issues are there. So, what font you are using?
well. I actually use the template itself, the
Okay.
default font of that template.
Okay, you just modify my resume. Okay, you can just keep one copy outside and keep and edit one copy. Okay,
Okay,
don't
fine.
make changes in one copy only. If you want to refer, then it will create a problem. So create two copies of my resume.
Okay,
Okay, and try to maintain one format across all your resume. Don't change the format. So if you are using Arial, so keep Arial across all your resume.
okay,
Okay. So it is telling you might want to consider using standard font. Most fonts in Word or Google Docs are a safe bet. So
okay,
standard Google Doc format is there, that only you have to use. So that is it is compliant.
okay,
So these are things. Personal pronouns you have used. One personal pronoun you have used there. So I, we, their, okay, him, her. So these personal pronouns should not be used. So you can
okay.
replace it. You can change this. For selling products, you can put. Okay, there you remove it from here.
What selling products directly? Okay,
And inconsistent punctuation is there. Okay, so some are ending with dot, some are not ending with dot. Okay, so either
okay,
you end all the sentences with dot or you remove dot from entire resume, like
okay,
end of the
fine.
sentence. Okay, so it will create a inconsistent punctuation.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the things you have noted it down, right? What all changes I'm telling?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've noted it down.
Yeah. So these things are there, and education section you have not put properly. So this education section you are not putting it properly. Professional work experience should be added. So whatever way I have added, no, same way you can put it. These all things should be
Definitely,
resolved.
yeah. I'll take a reference of your resume
Huh.
itself, or I'll
And
make
add,
changes in that.
yeah, add some words related to communication skill as well. So have you done any communication in your project? What was the impact based on that? Those things you can add.
Okay,
Teamwork, if you have done, you can add that. This you can take the screenshot of this. Okay, so these concepts you can add it in your resume.
okay. Wait a second.
Taken it, right?
No, no, just give me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've taken it.
yeah. So add these things in your resume where and all it is possible. After doing this, I think your resume score will increase.
Okay, fine, fine.
So yeah, it's almost everything is discussed. So if you have any doubt, any confusion, you can ask me. Okay. In LinkedIn also you can ask me, and I have having your number as well. You are having my number.
No, I'm
Okay,
not
I have
having.
my WhatsApp number. You can ask me there also if you face any doubt. I'm sending you my number here.
Okay, just wait a minute.
I'm sending you here in message.
Okay,
Okay, so this is my WhatsApp number. So if you have any doubt or if you have any clarity required, you can directly ping me. Okay.
okay, definitely.
So any more
Uh,
things you need to ask? Because from 7:30 I'm having another meeting.
okay. What sort of like I have one last question.
Ah,
Like, what sort of question I will get related to the previous company? Like, what work you have done over there? Or
what all projects have you currently worked upon in your past companies? Okay, past
okay,
companies projects they can ask you what domain have you worked upon in that company. It's like
okay,
if it is banking and financial domain project, you can tell I worked upon banking and financial domain project. I have made use of which tech stacks have you made use of? They can ask like Spring
domain.
Boot, Microservices, JP, Oracle SQL, MySQL. These things you can tell them. You have made use of these things. Apart from
Okay,
that, they will not ask you much. Like they can ask you like what profiling have you used? Okay, what design pattern have you made use of in Spring Boot or in microservices? They can ask, or in Java as well, like singleton factory. Those things they can ask you. Have you made use of
okay.
collections or not in your project? Have you made use of threading or not multi-threading? Have you made use of not in your project? So these things they can
Like,
ask.
would they go ahead of that? Like, explain me in detail, like how you have done this and
How can you create a thread class? Those things. So one or two program they can ask you. Like alternatively, with two threads, you want to print numbers or characters. So
okay,
those things you can practice it. And if time is there, then you can study executive framework as well.
executive
Yeah,
framework. Okay,
futures and completable futures because completable future is a new feature came in Java 8. So people are asking on that as well. Why completable future came? Future was already there. Why completable future came into picture?
okay,
So these things you should revise it and
definitely.
and do some programs as well on completable future like supply async, then async, how to combine multiple futures together. Okay, just go to the
Okay,
difference between future and completable future. You will get a lot of idea on that.
okay.
Okay,
Fine. Pretty much clear. Yeah,
okay. So you find it helpful, right? This session.
yeah, definitely.
You can add some feedback. Okay, so we'll get it. I
Yeah,
think and give the
yeah,
feedback.
I'll work on the things you told me, and I'll take one-on-one interview with you.
Yeah, sure, no
I would
problem.
love to take interview from you.
Yes, sure, no problem.
Like, it will add very much experience also.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. No
Definitely, yeah.
worries. I was there at your position long, 5 years back. So I've started at some startup. I was also not getting much opportunity. So I was also in a similar situation. So I can understand. No issues
Yeah,
with that. Okay.
definitely.
So we'll see you again. It was nice
Thank you
talking to you.
so much. Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah, same
Valuable.
here. Same here.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, good G. How are you?
Yeah, hi John. I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing well.